Got to give the people. What do the people want at the end of the year? Give the people what they want. People want some quick videos, want to get this homework done, want to finish this thing off. So let's just do these 3 problems. Just get a little extra practice on these algebraic fractions. Remember, simplify first. Find common denominators, do your adding and subtracting, get her done. All right, so you do the first one. Pause it right here. You do it. Cool, you did it. Hopefully you simplified first. So you could see a 3 and a 6. I can simplify that. Divide by 3, divide by 3. So I'm going to get a 1/2 x squared y plus, there's nothing to simplify here. So I'm looking at my denominators between a 2 and a 5. The first thing that I could turn each of those into is a 10. So I'm going to use 10. I see 2 x's here. This one only has 1 x, so we have to have at least 2 x's, x squared. I see a y here. This one doesn't have a y, but I at least need 1 y. So I'm going to go y. Boom, boom, boom. So now, how am I going to turn 2x squared y into 10x squared y? Well, all I got to multiply by is 5, because I have the x squared y's. So this equals a 5. How am I going to turn 5x into 10x squared y? Well, that one's a little more, not difficult, but got to do a little bit more. Well, 5 times 2 will give me the 10. I have 1x, but I need 2. I don't have any y's here, so I need a y. 2xy. So that leaves me with a 4xy. Let's add these together. 10x squared y. 5 times 4 gives me 20xy. Now, I gotta simplify, gotta simplify, gotta simplify. I see lots of factors. So I'm gonna do this the harder way, but we could break it down, right? 20 breaks down to 4 times 5, 2 times 2. So 20 is 2 times 2 times 5 times x times y. 10 is just 2 times 5 times x times y. Cancel, cancel, cancel. I'm left with 2y. Ooh, I missed one. Cancel. Missed that. Cancel. I'm left with 2 over x. That's my final answer. All right, here's number 2. Try number 2 before I do it. Cool, you just did this. You're thinking, okay, I should have simplified first. Well, 4 and 2, I know I can simplify into 2 over 1. So that's 2m over 1. Minus, I have 1m up top, 2 m's at the bottom. Means I could cancel out one of those m's. So I'm left with just, and again, and just to be clear, right, this is 6 times m. This is 5 times m times m times n. Right, I can cancel one of those m's out. So I'm left with 6 over 5mn. This one's a 1, this is a 5mn. So it looks like I need to just use 5mn as my denominator. So I have to take this. How do I turn a 1 into a 5mn? You multiply it by 5mn over 5mn. 2 times 5 gives me 10. M times m gives me m squared. That's an n. Minus, this one didn't change. It just multiplied by 1 over 1. All right, let's see what happens. We are going to call this 5mn. And now notice, m squared n's and 6's cannot be subtracted, so it's 10m squared n minus 6. Now I do want to look to see, can I factor this, right? I can't I can't break into here, right, and cancel anything out with this 5. But I do want to see if I can factor out of this. And I see a 10 and a 6 where I can factor out a 2. So I'm going to go 2 times now 5m squared n minus 3, right? Because if I multiplied it back, it would give me 10m squared over n, boom, over 5mn. Now, still nothing I can do, but there's my final, right? If I could do something with the 2 and the 5, I would, but I can't. So that's my final answer. All right, last one. This one you haven't seen. Why don't you try it, though? Big question is, what do you think your common denominator is going to be? Well, this one is a 5 times x plus 1, and this one is just a 5. So my common denominator, I'm going to call it 5 times x plus 1. Well, why? Well, they both share the 5, and this one just needs an x plus 1. I can do that. So what am I going to have to multiply it by? I'm going to have to multiply it by x plus 1 over x plus 1, because that's still equal to 1. So I end up with 2x times x plus 1. Notice how I didn't multiply them through, because I want to see how this is actually going to work out. So we'll see what happens. Minus, this one is times 1 over 1. This is a 4x plus 3. Excuse me, didn't need that. So we need a 5 over x plus 1 is my denominator, with a 4x plus 3 minus a 2x times x plus 1. I don't really think that there is a lot more that you can do here. I can't break these apart, so I guess I could multiply them. And I'm actually going to look in the answers and see what they say. I'm wondering if they want you to put it back together since there's nothing to do. So I'm going to check that. 4x plus 3. Where'd it go? 2x over 5. 4x plus 3. 2x over 5. There we are, number 12. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, all they did was just multiply everything out. If you got it to here, I'm perfectly happy with that. All right, that's all we have for today. Just a little bit of practice. We're going to do plenty more in class. See you all later.